Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hi, my name is Gbemi Abiola, welcome. So, as you can see, I'm rocking a little bit of a two-toned eye today, and that is because I'm going to be reviewing for you guys the brand new Kaleidos Flesh Fantasy collection that they've launched for fall 2020. So this whole collection is Kaleidos's take on neutrals, soft glam, and yeah, they sent this for me to try, so I'm gonna be demoing it out for you guys today, giving you my thoughts and everything. So yeah, if you're interested, please keep on watching, and if you are not, please stop right here. It's not worth your time and effort. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay guys, I've zoomed you in, so we're gonna get started on the eyes. I'm gonna start with Lunar Lavender, and I'm gonna take the shade Wisteria, which is this really pretty bright lavender purple. I'm gonna go in with a MAC 224 brush, yes, and I'm just gonna pop that into my crease. It's my first transition shade. The vibe I'm kind of trying to go for is kind of soft glam for both sides, like very soft, blended out glam. Also, the primer used for my eyes, I used the Kaleidos Tone Activator primer, so their own primer for it. I'm just gonna plop that. Now I'm gonna go into this kind of mid-tone purple shade. This shade is called Midnight Flora, this one. I'm gonna go in with a Refer number 15 brush. I'm gonna plop that right underneath that. I'm gonna go into this shade. This shade is called Nocturnal. It's kind of like a mauvey purpley brown color. And I'm gonna go in with a Refer number 1 brush. And I'm just going to place that right in the my outer crease, and then just kind of sweep it in. So we get a little bit of brown in there. Kind of ties the entire look together. I'm also going to start building it on the outer corner, just to lay a base down for my next shade as well. So next, I'm going to go into this dark purpley brown shade. It's called Crater Grove. I'm going to go in with a Refer 13 brush. I'm going to pick some up and just press that on my outer corner. Just packing it. And I'm going to start sweeping it into my crease. And I'm not going back and forth with the Crater Grove color, I'm just kind of sweeping it into one direction. Like you can see, this look is very soft. Gonna go back into a little bit of Midnight Flora, this purple shade. I feel like it's getting a little lost on the outer corner, and I'm just gonna apply a little bit of that back in the outer part of my crease, I mean. That. So now I'm gonna move to the shimmers, which are duochromes. I'm gonna go in with this darker purpley blue duochrome. It's called Moonroof, and I'm gonna use a Refer number 2 brush. pick that up. I'm gonna apply it in the, whoa, that was a lot. I'm gonna apply it in the center of my lid, up into my crease. I like Kaleidos shimmers because they're the closest thing, like effect wise, to the Pat McGrath Blitz Astrals that I have personally found. So that's why I really like their shimmers a lot. I'm gonna go back in with the Revolution F14 brush that I use for Wisteria and just kind of blend that edge. Just blend Moonroof up into that color. I'm gonna alternate between my Revolution 2 brush and the 15 brush. I'm gonna flip to the other side of my Revolution brush, the clean side, and I'm gonna go into this like lavendery pink duochrome. This one, it's called Dreamscape, and I'm gonna pop that into my inner corner to highlight it, and I'm gonna sweep it up into my socket bone like that. I've been doing this a lot lately with my inner corner highlight, taking it into my socket bone, up into my socket, and I realized it really opens up my eyes. I've been really liking it a lot. Now I'm gonna go into a black eyeliner. This is my Pat McGrath Extreme Black Eyeliner. Just to line my waterline and smudge on my lower lash line. This is always how I do my eyeshadow. I just like a very smudgy bottom lash line. I'm gonna hit up Crater Grove again on the Revolution 13 brush I used, and I'm just gonna smudge that over on the outer half of my eye and connect it on the top. Connect it to my top lid. I'm only gonna smudge it until halfway underneath. Like basically to like where my pupil is. That's how far I'm gonna smudge it in. Then I'm gonna go back into Moonroof, this duochrome blue purple shade. I'm just gonna press that right on the inner third on top of that eyeliner. And I'm gonna flip it to the other side like I did for the top lid for the Dreamscape shade, and then connect the bottom very inner corner. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back into my purples. I'm gonna hit up Midnight Flora, and I'm gonna use a Revolution 14 brush for that. And I'm just gonna hit right under where I put everything else. These shadows are blending really nicely. I like Kaleidos' shadows because they don't need a lot of work to blend. So then I'm gonna go in with Wisteria, and I wiped off that Revolution 1 brush that I used for Crater Grove. Wiped it off on a towel. And then I'm gonna just hit Wisteria right on that edge. Now I'm gonna go into Futurism 7, Sashimi City. This is the more soft, peachy glam out of the two palettes. I am gonna start off with this mustardy neutral matte shade called Gourmet. I'm gonna be using a Morphe M330 This is like the other alternative to the MAC 224. I don't have another MAC 224, so I'm going to be using this one. I'm going to start off with this as my transition shade. It's such a pretty color. It's like a wash of color in your crease. Something like if you're running late and you just need something quick in your crease, this is the color that you want, basically. Next, I am going to go into the salmon pink matte. This is called Salmon Skyline. I'm going to go in with another Revolution F14 brush, a clean one. This color is like one of my favorite colors. It's like a peachy salmon color. And not a lot of brands have this color. But I'm going to hit right below that. Going into my socket. Well, not fully into my socket, but kind of like in my socket, but kind of blowing it out a bit. So now I'm gonna hit up this matte kind of mid-tone brown. It's called Promenade. I'm gonna go in with another Revolution 13 brush, clean obviously. And I'm gonna start packing that color on my outer V and kind of sweeping it into my socket. Just sweeping it. I'm packing. So packing and then sweep it in. I'm gonna quickly hit up the Revolution 15 brush that I used with Salmon Skyline and then just kind of go back and diffuse that outer corner above it. Just diffuse that line. Then I'm gonna take my Revolution number 1 brush, a clean one. I'm gonna hit up this dark chestnut color. It's not like super dark, but it's like a chestnutty brown. It's called Soy Sauce. And I'm gonna take that Revolution 1 brush and just kind of pack it. It's more red, but it's really pretty though. I'm just gonna pack it to deepen out my outer corner. And then sweep it in a little bit. Next, I am going to go into the duochromes. There's also 2 duochromes in this palette as well. I'm going to start off with this color. This is called Pink Ginger. It's a gold peach. It's like a peach pink gold duochrome. I'll pick that up on another Revolution 2 brush and pop that on the middle of my lid. Like I said before, the textures of this is giving me the Pat McGrath Blitz Astral. Like I said, it's the closest thing, like effect-wise, that I have found to resemble them. Probably pulling gold on camera, but this shade is, it looks pink to me right now, but that's probably camera, lighting. Y'all know already what it is. Things look different on camera versus in real life. Then I'm gonna go back into soy sauce and then diffuse soy sauce into Pink Gourmet. I'm gonna flip my Revolution brush to the clean side and I'm gonna go in with this light gold peach color. It's called Penthouse. Flipping it. And I'm just gonna apply that in my inner corner take it up into my socket like I did the other side. Now line it with the same Pat McGrath, my lower lash line and my waterline. I'm gonna hit up soy sauce again, this shade right here, Ref F14 brush, clean of course. Smudge it till about my iris, so like half of my lower lash line basically. Then I'm gonna go back in with the pink ginger shade, that duochrome right there. I'm just gonna press it on the inner third like I did the other side. Kind of tapping it into place. I don't want shimmer all over my face. Then I'm gonna go into that penthouse shade again, that other duochrome, and then just hit up the very inner corner. Now I am going to finish my makeup, do my mascara, put on some lashes, then I will be right back to show you guys the contour palettes. Okay guys, I'm back. I did my mascara, which was the Pat McGrath Dark Star mascara, and then my lashes are the Allure by AV Duchess lash. If you want to check them out, they'll be linked down below. If you want to save some money, code is BEMS20. It'll be just linked down below if you're interested. So now I'm going to move on to the Charisma contour palettes. There are 3 palettes. So you have Cool and Light, which is for the fair people. You have Warm Medium, which is for the medium people. And then you have Warm Deep. Let me open them up to show y'all. So this is Cool Light. So that's what that one looks like. Also, these come with a insert on top. So you have your fill shade, your shade, and then your chisel. So your fill is meant to be like a brightening type of color, so like under the eyes and where you highlight. Then your shade, this is supposed to be a nose contour shade, and then your chisel, which is your face contour. And then you have, Warm Medium, which is this shade, which it's definitely more warmer. It's still quite light to be a medium shade. I would say this is more for like a light versus the Cool Light being like for fair skin tones. This is still pretty light for medium. I would have expected something darker for this one. And then we have Warm Deep, which is my shade, which is this. And this is what it looks like. This is supposed to be a contour palette, but this is looking very, very warm. So I would probably use this as like a sculpting kind of bronzer situation for me. That fill shade is looking really nice for the under eyes. I know because it's looking quite golden, and I like that kind of golden undertone underneath my eyes. But yeah, the shade and chisel are looking quite warm. Also, this is what the boxes look like. Each of the palettes come in this, and then it gives you instructions on how to fill, chisel, and shade your face as well. So I'm really excited that it comes with instructions. As you can see, there is a huge shade jump between the Warm Medium and the Warm Deep. Just by looking at them, I can see at least 2 more shade categories between these two, like a medium tan after this one, and then a tan deep, and then this deep, as well as a deep rich after this. Because for me, this is not really gonna work for people who are deeper than me. Maybe like a shade or 2 deeper than me at most, but for the people deeper than me, way deeper than me, like Nima Tang shade, this is not gonna work at all for her. So I would like to see a deep rich after this one, and then a medium tan and a tan deep between these two. Besides adding 3 more shade categories to this, I would say add like a warm version and a cool version, because some people may not want their bronzer to be, no, their contour to be warm. So there should be a warm light, a cool medium tan, cool tan deep, cool deep, cool deep, cool deep rich, and there should also be warm versions as well. For the light and the medium, I will probably stick these in my kit or give them away, since obviously I cannot use them. I'm gonna show you the contour palette. I'm gonna start with the chisel shade first, since I like to do the perimeter of my face first, and I am using a Sigma Extreme contour brush for that. Just gonna use that to shape my face. Just contour. Normally for my routine, I cream contour beforehand, and then I powder contour on top for long wear, and so it doesn't fade during the day. But for this video, I am simply just working with powders today, and it's late too, so this is gonna come off anyway, honestly. That's really nice. Even though it's quite warm, like, I like it. It's weird. Even though it is quite a warm, I like it. So now I'm gonna hop to the shade section. This is the nose contour. That's what Kaleidos said. I use that, and I like to take like kind of like a large shader brush on the very tip. I like to apply a powder contour, and I'm just lightly working it down. And this is gonna start shaping my nose. Ooh, that was a lot. That was a lot. I'm gonna tap that off enough. Start shaping my nose, fusing it up into my brow. I'm gonna hit the tip of my nose, like right underneath. Hope that does not look muddy whatsoever. It's a very nice contour. You just gotta be careful that you don't overload your brush with product. But that's a really nice. This is pulling cooler for some reason compared to the shade. It's pulling definitely a bit cooler, which is nice. Now I'm gonna use the fill, which I'm really excited for because it's that like golden, warm, caramelly yellow. And this is gonna be great for brightening up underneath the eyes. Oh, that just adds like a little bit of brightness and warmth. And oh god, this shade is amazing. Just from like putting it on. By the way, this is the first time I've used the fill shade. I did try the chisel shade a couple days ago for the first time, and I liked it. It was okay, liked it, but this fill shade, just from putting it on, it just gives like warmth. It just adds warmth, and I like that. Oh, the brush I'm using for this is the Morphe E49. Shout out to my boo Brandon who put me onto this brush. This is such a nice brush. And I'm just gonna take this down my nose. Yeah, that's the fill shade. Really, really pretty, very caramelly. So if you like that caramelly, yellowy warmth to your skin, like in the center of your face, I mean, you'll really like the fill shade, definitely. Okay, so now that I've filled, chiseled, and shaped my face with the Charisma Contour Palette, I'm gonna hit up my Miranda Beauty Tear Rouge Blush. I'm gonna blush my cheeks with that. Like this terracotta shade, and I really, really love it. Kaleidos, they do have blushes. They have the Lo-Fi blushers. They have Lo-Fi Rose and Lo-Fi Peach. However, I cannot use them due to the fact, well, the matte blushes. The highlighters in here I can use, but the blush shades I cannot use. These came out in the Make Your Escape collection. Kaleidos, I am begging you, please make deeper blushes for deeper skin. Now I'm going to move to highlighter. For my face, I'm going to be using the Kaleidos Space Age highlighter in Moon Cruiser, which is this really pretty purpley blue duochrome. And I'm going to use my Fenty 120 highlight brush for this side. I really want this to match my shadow on this side. And I really like the Kaleidos highlighters. They're very, like, you can build them up, you can shear them down. They're really sparkly as well. But I'm just gonna use this Fenty. Like, oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. So that's it. I think I want to add a little bit more brightness. I'm gonna hit up Skywalker, which is this really cute blue. Gonna hit that up. Gonna hit a little bit of that up right in the center. Right in the center, like that. Okay, the left side. So the peachier side, I'm gonna go into Ray Rider. This is the original formulation of this. They have since reformulated this one. I prefer the original one over the reformulation. Honestly, it's kind of like a peach champagne color with this one compared to the reformulation, which is more of a like straight champagne. So I'm just gonna hit that right there. Tie this in with the inner corner. I'm gonna hit up a little bit of Solar Sailor, which is this yellow gold duochrome. Just gonna pop a little bit of that on top. Sweep it up. And then to add a little bit of sparkle and dimension, I'm gonna go into the Diamond Dasher. This is like basically a sparkle, so I'm just gonna hit that up a little bit. So also in this collection, they came out with a brand new shade of their Lucid Lip Gloss. This is in the shade Dramatize, and that's what it looks like. It's a sheer strawberry red. I'm gonna put it over my lips now. I did lip line with matte Costa Riche lip pencil, so I'm just gonna hit my lips with this gloss. I really like the Kaleidos lip glosses because they are very comfortable on the lips, as well as they don't gum up your lipstick, which is a big thing that I require. And they're very long wearing and they're very comfortable. They just don't mess up your lipstick, basically. Okay guys, so now I'm gonna talk overall this collection. So the entire collection includes the 2 Futurism palettes, Futurism 6 Lunar Lavender and Futurism 7 Sashimi City, the 3 Charisma Contour palettes, the lip gloss, and it also comes with a hair bow and this suitcase. Kaleidos was kind enough to send me this in PR, so I have the entire collection that way. But I really like this collection. I had no problems with the Futurism palettes, the two palettes, Lunar Lavender and Sashimi City. I think it's a great addition to the Futurism palette line. This entire collection is Kaleidos's take on neutrals, like neutrals in general, neutrals for fall, soft glam, that kind of thing, which is very refreshing because we're used to seeing a lot of color from Kaleidos, wearable color in that sense, and bright colors. All the Kaleidos palettes play off very, very well with each other. The formulations is the same across the board. I had no issues with the new palettes as compared to the old palettes, so I'm really, really thankful for that. The Charisma Contour palettes, like I said during the demo portion, there needs to be more shades. There needs to be at least 3 more shade categories for the Charisma Contour palettes, as well as a warm and a cool version of each shade category, because some people may want a warmer bronzer contour, some may want a cooler bronzer contour. So definitely 3 more shade categories and a warm and cool option for each shade category. The Lucid Lip Gloss is same formulation as the other lip glosses. Really, really, really like them a lot. No issues. Stays glossy, very comfortable to wear. Does it have a smell? It doesn't really have a scent. I think the other ones smell like candy, but I'm gonna have to check. But no issues with this. I like the color, how it's like a strawberry red, but it has like a gold shift to it, so I really, really like that. So the collection also comes with a hair bow, which is the first for Kaleidos. Let me see if I can like actually like put it in. There we go. Which I think is really, really, really cute for Kaleidos to have like a merch option as well. So that's really cute as well. And then also it comes, you can also get this suitcase, this really cool graphic Kaleidos suitcase as well. So those are all the pieces of the collection. Besides the cuteness of the bow, let's talk prices. So I know a lot of people be like, okay, Kaleidos looks really good. I'm really interested in seeing their products now. But how much does it actually cost? Okay. So the Flesh Fantasy collection, I'm pulling up information on the collection. So the Futurism palettes, they are $24 a piece, which you can also bundle these in the Futurism bundles. You can get a bundle of 2 or you can get a bundle of 3. And then the Charisma Contours, these are $18 a piece. The Lucid Lip Gloss in Dramatize is $16. I think all of their Lucid lip glosses are $16. You can get the suitcase by itself. I don't think you get the suitcase by itself, but you can get the suitcase and the hair bow duo for $40. The hair bow is $10, and the entire collection in this super cool suitcase is $119. So that's the cost of everything for this collection. I love this collection. Definitely the contours need to be worked on. The palettes, the contour face palettes need to be worked on. We need a shade expansion. We also need more blushes from Kaleidos for deeper skin. So that's what I'm challenging the brand to do. Come out with deeper blushes and then a shade expansion of the face palettes. Other than that, Kaleidos, I still like their eyeshadow formula. Love their eyeshadows. I can't wait to see what they do next for eyeshadows. Hopefully they come out with more lip products. They do also have liquid lipsticks as well, more funky colors. Can't wait to see what they do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know down in the comments down below what you guys think of the Flesh Fantasy collection. Will you pick it up? Will you just pick up a few items? Let me know. As well as don't forget to follow me on my social media. My Instagram and my Twitter are at Gbemi Abiola. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day wherever you are, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!